Well, looks like we are back. And, seem to have maybe figured out our issue. Looks like we have overlays. Like we have all of our drivers still out here. So, stage winner tonight was Kenneth McCullough at 03 machine. He's been bad fast tonight. And a few drivers who are going to stay out who had just pitted for the caution. Daniel Cunningham is one of those, and right now he is the leader in the 08 car. A few cars right ahead of them are lap down cars that may had to have pit beforehand. And it looks like the lights are off here. Definitely pretty shaken up. And again, I want to apologize to everyone out there. Not really sure. SDK just kind of went out on me. So, but it looks like we had figured it out. Everything is running nice and smooth now. We're going to run it nice and smooth to the end of the race. Again, thank y'all all for tuning in tonight. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Hopefully for our last stream that goes up. I promise y'all, everyone behind the scenes works hard to make this work. So, apologize for everything that was happening. I don't know what's happening. We're getting a lot of storms here right now. Could be an issue, but who knows? Nevertheless, right now we're on track. 45 laps out of 100 completed. Kenneth McCullough right now has looked really good out front. But as of right now, he is back a little bit as you guys on pit strategy have overtaken him, and the green flag is back out here at Kansas. Daniel Cunningham leads us to the line. Wes Wiggins second, Cody Anderson third. Alex Healy right now going to battle him for that position, though. He's got that preferred outside, but he's also got a big push from behind him, and that's the 85, I think, of David Farmer. And yeah, that is. And right on the bottom behind them, you see Kenneth McCullough, guy who's really been out front this race, but right now it is Daniel Cunningham out front. Wiggins gets a little bit tight, slides up the track, but no worries. Still gonna make it work. Right behind them, you see David Farmer now go to the outside of Alex Healy. And look at Travis Twitty up there in the 29 machine. Looking to ruffle some feathers tonight. Right behind them, Cody Anderson and Kenneth McCullough right now battle for the 6th position. Wes Wiggins right now, Daniel Cunningham right now battling for that first place position, and that first place position now belongs to Wes Wiggins as he's out front here at Kansas. See right now chaos ensues after our stage break as look at Travis Twitty really trying to get to that right rear corner panel of Alex Healy. Not going to be able to do it in the battle back on for the lead. Wes Wiggins and Daniel Cunningham. Daniel Cunningham's going to go by him. And here comes David Farmer now to the outside. Wes Wiggins going to go to the bottom. So is Daniel Cunningham. Wes Wiggins going to get kind of tight slide up the track. And here comes David Farmer now. David Farmer's maybe going to try to push Wes Wiggins, and he will. Daniel Cunningham still out front, able to hold that position. Travis Twitty now up into 4th place. See Alex Healy on the bottom. Cody Anderson also on the bottom. Cody Shepard right now running in that 9th place, up 31 positions. Lucas Lyons battling right now with the 4 car, which the 4 is, I'm not 100% sure. Not showing up to me. Nevertheless. See Bobby Hall right now. As the 4 of Chuck Blake, he's currently a lap down. See right now, look at Ron Morris, and I'm gonna get it, but that's Ronnie Shirk up there, all the way up against the wall, able to make it work though. Look at this chaos right here. This is John Mollahan, who's a lap down, or is shown in the 18th position right now. Some winners in the pits. Andrew Cunningham still out front. Wes Wiggins second, David Farmer third, and again, still battling everywhere. And this is where things get tight. That's not where you want to be if you're any of these drivers. Really close racing. 3 wide going in turn 1. Travis Twitty on the outside. As the contact. Here comes Eric Parks through the middle as well. Just going to be able to squeeze by. Man, they keep it clean right now, and Stephen Page right behind them. Wes Wiggin right now, Daniel Cunningham battling again for the lead. Wiggins going to get it back. David Farmer this time is also going to be able to get past that 08 machine. Wes Wiggin right now looking pretty good. Here comes Daniel Cunningham again on that outside, right behind them though. Alex Healy and Kenneth McCullough. Remember, Kenneth McCullough has led a good portion of this race, was stage winner. You can get to the outside of Alex Healy just barely, and they're both going to run the top here. This is going to get pretty tight. Alex Healy's going to shut the door, and Kenneth is going to try to go below him now. Cody Anderson is Eric Parks. Here you see Chad Ross. Currently has Chad Ross 1 lap down in 17th, and John Mollahan as well. I'm not sure if those guys they had caught a lap down from pitting or not, but that would be my main guess, is that these guys got caught a lap down. As you see, contact. Alex Healy and Kenneth McCullough. They've been racing pretty hard. Eric Parks, one of those lap down cars, I believe. Parks in the 18th position right now, 1 lap down. Wes Wiggins still leads us. Farmer not too far behind them. And behind both of them, you have Chad Ross and John Mollahan, who are both scored 1 lap down right now in the 16th and 17th position. That all happened by pitting a little bit early before the stage because they had to. Daniel Cunningham has definitely fallen off a little bit, and Kenneth McCullough just not able to get around Alex Healy and has now fallen off a tiny bit, so definitely something to keep watching. Cody Anderson right now. Daniel Worthington up 7 positions. And Dakota Shepard. What a wonderful race for Dakota Shepard, as Peyton Hubbard's now looking underneath Dakota. But Dakota up 31 positions right now. Doing a fantastic job tonight here at Kansas. Bobby Hall Jr. right now making his way into the top 10. This is the battle for 9th. Right behind them, Lucas Lyons. David Brackett, another driver that is currently a lap down, right behind them. 1 car into the wall. Let's see who that is. Ron Morris Jr., who tagged the wall there. Gonna get passed by the 80 machine. Beauty machine to Drew Prohl. Drew Prohl 1 lap down right now. Listen, look at this battle now. And this battle really doesn't matter. But one thing that this is going to allow David Brackett to do is if David Brackett can get to that outside, he can use this as momentum. Is look at Wes Wiggin and close the door on Chad Ross. That was definitely an abrasive move. Look at this battle right now. Chad Ross probably not very happy with Wes Wiggin, but Wes Wiggin, you know, has to hold as many people off as he can as we're lap 62 out of 100 in this race. You see, this has really allowed Alex Healy and others to catch in, as David Farmer also had fallen a little bit back. Not sure, maybe he caught the wall. Alex Healy now into that 3rd position. You know, Cunningham in 2nd. A little bit behind them. Cody Anderson into the wall hard! Massive wreck for the 42 car. I think that was off the front nose of Eric Parks. And we saw that live. And what a heartbreaker for Cody Anderson. That will bring out another caution here. All right, this is our replay here. Let's see what happens. This happened on the front stretch, and there's Kenneth McCullough right now. Kenneth McCullough Jr., that is, the 03 truck. And right in front of him is Eric Parks. Eric Parks right now currently 1 lap down. And Cody Anderson, this is off of turn 4. It's a pretty decent run down, or off the corner, that is. And see what happens here. He's going to go up, and not 100% sure. That's really tough, and hard into the inside wall for that 42, and he's going to clip Eric Parks. He's also going to get another pretty big touch of the wall there. My guess right there is, I'm thinking that Eric Parks thought he was going to go lower, and he just kind of stayed up a little bit. Now, nevertheless, this brings us under caution again, and I'll tell you, one truck that loved that was Wes Wiggin, who was already out front. This exactly played into his strategy perfectly. And another driver that it really played out for, I believe, was John Mollahan, because I think he had just gotten back on the lead lap, maybe. He'll look whenever he comes out of the pits. Or no, yeah, no. Let's see, John Mollahan, he is on the lead lap. So him and David Farmer's a little bit back. He might be getting some of that repairs. Seemed like he had gotten in the wall, which is why he had faded back pretty quickly. $66 out of 100 tonight. That last caution brought out 42. Cody Anderson in contact with Eric Parks. Definitely an unfortunate incident. I mean, both drivers at the end of the day really can't be too mad with one another. Yeah, I know it's, you know, lap down car in a lead lap car, but Eric Parks, you know, is really trying to battle, you know, to get that lead lap back just in case if there was a caution. But like Eric Parks just thought he was going to kind of go down to the apron, and the 42 of Cody Anderson just did not have that plan. Just thought about running him up a little bit, and that's normal here. Nothing wrong with that. And you know, when Eric Parks just kind of turned down, he was there. Wiggins in the lead, Daniel Cunningham, and now Kenneth McCullough, though, now free of the lap traffic, is going to be up to third. Alex Healy fourth. Peyton Hubbard's going to be fifth. Bobby Hall Jr. right now sixth. Dakota Shepard is seventh. Lucas Lyons eighth. Ron Morris Jr. is going to be lining up ninth, and 10th is going to be Barrett Morton. Irvington's going to be 11th, and Sean Kaiser 12th. Brian Terry made his way up to the 13th in the 13 car. On Mollahan, we saw him get his lap back right now in 14th. Mark Vondell's in 15th. Thomas Hall in 16th. 17th, David Farmer. Kayla Steff's going to get back on the lead lap. Woody. A little bit further. Still up there. Swiggin's going to lead us back to green. He's been fast all night long. Let's look at the track map here. Or that. Oh my goodness. The track map. And you can see it's pretty even on both sides, but the corners are completely different. They seem very similar, but they're not at all.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is back out. Great start for West Wigan. Another great start for Alex Healy. As saw Alex Healy win at Pocono. Just gonna let Daniel Cunningham in, and we'll see if he takes maybe that bottom. He's not, but here comes Kenneth McCullough in the 03 truck. He's been fast tonight, and he wants to make his way back up into that first place position. And as you see right now, West Wigan, our leader. And Peyton Hubbard up to third. We know Peyton Hubbard's fast, and McCullough right now has a run on West Wigan. West Wigan throws a half block, but doesn't commit to it. And here they go. Let's see if he'll be able to clear him here. Kenneth McCullough wants to clear him. Not going to be able to do it just yet, but he's going to have the entry here. Should be able to clear him by exit. West Wigan is really going to pinch him, but he got behind him. And here comes Peyton Hubbard. Peyton Hubbard's going to be on the outside now. As you see Alex Healy, and look at Bobby Hall Jr. up to 5th place. Daniel Cunningham falling way back off that restart, all the way back to 6th. Bear Morton right behind him. Sean Kaiser, Ron Morris Jr., and Lucas Lyons battling, but Ron Morris Jr. moving on to Sean Kaiser. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 everywhere, and that is not an exaggeration. But they are still battling hard for the lead right now. And this is insane. Kenneth McCullough is going to get the job done. Just like that. And I really love what Kenneth McCullough did there. Just didn't make it overly aggressive. You know? He just gets the job done. All that battle's on for second. Peyton Hubbard and West Wigan now side by side. Peyton Hubbard's going to take that bottom. He's going to make it work. Peyton Hubbard move him up into second. He's here to spoil the party for Kenneth McCullough. West Wigan says, not just yet. Can try to peek it underneath him now. That's really tight off the corner. West Wigan got a little bit loose there on the apron, but able to keep it relatively straight. Now still on for second. No one willing to give up this spot. And all this does is really help Kenneth McCullough. I mean, it really puts a lot of wear on the tires, and maybe that was West Wigan's strategy as they're coming to 26 laps to go, but now they're still right there, though. You know, didn't go anywhere. Kenneth McCullough was not able to get too far out, but that's normal in the trucks here. Pretty draft reliant every once in a while. So far this year, Keith Hackney, who's not running anymore, I believe, or at least at the moment, Daniel Cunningham, Alex Healy have won the first 3 races. Boom. Daniel Cunningham and Alex Healy, at least, have already locked themselves into the playoffs. But Peyton Hubbard would like to be the 3rd main name to do that. Barrett Morton right now, getting past Ron Morris Jr. David Farmer and Lucas Lyons right behind them. And there's John Mollahan. That O2 machine is look mess everywhere. 93 of Thomas Hall. Done a great job tonight. Up 18 positions. In that 16th position. The 2 car, that is, of Jeremy Vaughn to his outside. Jeremiah Hobbs right behind him. Lap down. Ed Ross has made his way back to 18th. And if McCullough able to stretch out that lead. Really, the battle's on back right here for 5th position, that is. John Kaiser now to the outside of Bobby Hall Jr. Bobby Hall Jr. not able to really make that bottom work right now, but that's normal for Kansas. You know, you want to be able to run the bottom when you're in clean air, but whenever you get in these situations, you definitely want to run the top, and really see that that's prevailing for Sean Kaiser. Ron Morris Jr. right behind Bobby Hall. Oh, Brian Terry goes in the grass. And he's going to mow the lawn. And oh, man, that's very close. Everyone's going to have to take evasive action. And what a great job by everyone to miss him, as I don't really think Brian Terry had much control of that, and he was just trying to save it. What a great job by Bentley McFarland. Bentley McFarland able to avoid Brian Terry as he came up onto the track. Did a great job at that, and Barrett Morton entering the picture again. Dakota Shepard still having a very solid race. Kayla Steffs right behind him. Daniel Worthington's had a very good night so far. 21 to go. Not sure when pit stops will be happening. Kenneth McCullough, our leader. Peyton Hubbard in 2nd place right now. Swiggin right behind him. 3rd place. Alex Healy right now. Not too far behind West Wigan. Catch it up in 4th. John Kaiser right now in 5th. Daniel Cunningham in 6th. Bobby Hall Jr. That's Ron Morris Jr. right underneath him. Barrett Morton under attack now from David Farmer. Daniel Worthington under attack from John Mollahan. Battle for 11. Dakota Shepard watching this go on says, I want another position as well. Underneath John Mollahan. Lucas Lyons is the next position. And a 56 of a Stephen Page right there. 80 machine of Drew Prohl. Almost 3 wide. They are going to be 3 wide. Drew Prohl. Going to go on the apron, but he's going to be able to save it. Matt Ross outside of David Brackett. And Sheets to the outside. Oh, David Sheets into the wall. Able to save it. Bentley McFarland's had a pretty good night. Up 14 positions into the 24th position. Not easy to do. Especially here at Kansas. Kansas is just... so very hard to pass here. And a lot of people don't realize it because you can use so many lanes and you really kind of want to be on that bottom side to save some tires. But, oh, we got a wreck! And hopefully we can figure out where that caution came from. 16 to go, and this changes everything. So we're going to go under caution, and we're going to figure out what happened. Alright, so found what happened here. Lucas Lyons on the outside. That's Stephen Page on the inside. Right here down the back stretch, just gonna make some contact. We get a better look and see what happened to cause that contact. Everyone really taking evasive action. Really, I don't know if anybody else got involved in this, but Stephen Page and Lucas Lyons definitely were a part of that. And I don't think anybody else got a piece of that. I think that was just a caution right there. Like Stephen Page and Lucas Lyons just kind of got tangled up there going for the same real estate. Typical of this racetrack, that is. See the 56 pretty badly damaged up. Pit lane looks busy. Cars staying out. Yeah, it looks like we'll be scoring Kenneth McCullough in the lead still. What a race it's been so far. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button for us. Sorry about the earlier difficulties as well. No matter what happened, I will take blame for it. But nevertheless, at least we're here for the end of this race. We're going to have a 12 lap set as shootout. Go for Christopher McCullough in his lap back. Same thing with the 80 of Drew Prohl. So we're going to see Kenneth go with the bottom, and I think that's the right choice. Looks like the bottom side is just able to get a little bit of a better jump, and if he does get a little bit of a better jump, usually you can kind of just get the edge going into the corner and clear. Sean Kaiser has made his way up into that third position. Never count out Sean. He's always here at the end of these races. Everybody pitted here too. I think everyone can make it to the end. Alex Healy, Dan Cunningham. Behind them, David Farmer and Bobby Hall Jr. Chad Ross back into the top 10 with Bear Morton. Ron Morris Jr. and Daniel Worthington right behind them. And John Mollaham and Dakota Shepard. So now this is where things are going to get interesting. Let's see if they can make it all the way without getting another yellow. Green flag's out. Great start for that 03 machine of Kenneth McCullough. Not a great start for Sean Kaiser. He'll be able to even it up here. Let's see if Peyton Hubbard might be able to make that move work. Sean Kaiser and Peyton Hubbard side by side. This is the battle for second. Sean Kaiser clears into second. Everyone is trying to get to that outside as quick as they can. That's where the speed is right now early. But Peyton Hubbard says, I like the bottom early. Peyton Hubbard underneath Sean Kaiser now for second. Wes Wiggins going to go to that top. Maybe going to try to help push him. Oh, we got one car around in the back. I don't know who that was. Brian Terry, maybe? Oh, one car hard into the outside wall.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Big wreck in the back. I'm not sure I can find out who that was. That was a big wreck. I was trying to figure out who was the first car that got into the wall. So let's go ahead and just put the caution out. We'll figure out what happened here. That was insane. Brian Terry, a ton of damage. He's one of the cars involved. So we'll go see what happened to Brian Terry first. And there was one car that hit hard on the outside wall. Go take a look at what happened. Alright, so here's the first incident. This did not bring out the caution. Brian Terry in the 13. That's the 93 of Thomas Hall. And I just want to see that one more time again. Let's see. Brian Terry comes off the corner, and Brian just kind of keeps going up. 93 maybe moves down a little bit, but maybe Brian just thought he was a little bit closer to the wall, and that's hard contact. And then going into 3... contact right there. There was a red truck. I'm not sure if it was that David Farmer machine. Caution back out so I can see if I can figure out who this was. So I was able to find it, and it was actually within all in the same incident. Right here. Everyone is trying to get where they need to be, and that's Jim Kaufman all the way on the bottom, and oh man, Jim Kaufman. Now that is a shot. Maybe we can get another replay on that. Well, it's deciding that it does not want to give me a replay. But that's okay. Let's just go back on track here. See what we got up front. Kenneth McCullough still leading. Kaiser second. Baseline still out, but it looked like Jim Kaufman just got on the apron and went hard into that outside wall. That is no easy hit. I'll tell you that. And we are experiencing some rain here in the broadcasting household. So, sorry if you hear a little bit of rain in the background. I promise I do not mean it. The show must go on. Well, I think that is why our my stuff is going out. I believe that's why it went out earlier. Because the SDK just went out again. So I believe it is just from the power. But it's okay. I can let you know what's going to happen here. You're getting some hail outside. But again, the show must go on.
Green, green, green.
Get some nice size hail outside. Kenneth McCall is going to take us to the green flag. Again, remember 100 laps. Sean Kaiser, another person that wants to lock his way in. Kenneth McCullough Jr. right now still out front. We have now completed 95 laps. Here comes Sean Kaiser, though. Sean Kaiser looking to the outside, looking to the inside, looking everywhere. And right behind him is Peyton Hubbard now. Peyton Hubbard's joined the party. As you see drivers squirming everywhere. Sean Kaiser now under fire from Peyton Hubbard. Peyton Hubbard trying to get the left corner panel, not going to be able to do it. And again, if these guys maybe want to win this race, they have to not battle. You're going to have to push each other. 96 laps completed. Kenneth McCullough still our leader. And they've now completed 97 laps. Kenneth McCullough is going to take that outside line. Sean Kaiser now looking in the inside. Here comes Sean Kaiser in the 24. Gets a pretty good run. And this is going to open the door for Peyton Hubbard. But they're side by side going into turn 3. Sean Kaiser, Kenneth McCullough right now battling for the lead here at Kansas. It gets really tight down on the bottom though for Sean Kaiser. He's going to slide up, but even 98 laps completed this time by. They're on lap 99 right now. 2 to go this time by. And side by side, almost making contact. Peyton Hubbard, right there if anything happens between these two, and he might be there before anything happens. And there goes Peyton Hubbard on the bottom, and Sean Kaiser closes the door. Kenneth McCullough is going to go to the bottom. Here comes Peyton Hubbard. Peyton Hubbard's going to slide up. And he is not going to be able to clear Sean Kaiser. And this should be the white flag this time. By it is, as we saw the white flag waving side by side for second. This is exactly what Christopher McCullough needs. Or Kenneth McCullough, that is. And they're still battling for second as Peyton Hubbard's going to slide up into Sean Kaiser. This is unbelievable racing for the top three. Sean Kaiser now back underneath Peyton Hubbard. Thought twice of it. And he's not going to be able to do anything with it. But it's all Kenneth McCullough. Kenneth McCullough off of turn 4 here at Kansas. Kenneth McCullough coming to the checkered. He will win at Kansas Speedway. And what a finish. What a finish. Here at Kansas Speedway. Kenneth McCullough Jr. is going to lock himself into the chase. Or the playoffs, that is now. By winning here at Kansas in good fashion, as he was probably the dominant car of the night. And he showed it. He backed that up by winning. Kenneth McCullough's going to do his burnouts. Kenneth McCullough Jr. is going to win this race tonight. Peyton Hubbard's going to finish second. And I'm not going to be able to get the exact finishing positions up on here, but I can definitely tell you. Just because we're getting some inclement weather and it is not allowing some of my functions to work on my computer. But it's okay, because we at least got to watch the end of the race. But Kenneth McCullough Jr. is going to win this race. Peyton Hubbard's going to be second. Sean Kaiser is going to be third. Wes Wiggins is going to finish fourth tonight. Daniel Cunningham is going to finish fifth, and David Farmer sixth. Alex Healy seventh. Bobby All Jr. is going to finish eighth. John Mollahan ninth, and Daniel Worthington 10th. Chad Ross is going to be 11th. Michaela Steff is going to be 12th tonight. Jeremiah Hobbs 13th. Barrett Morton 14th. Ron Morris Jr. 15th. Mark Fondell is going to be 16th tonight. Dakota Shepard is going to be 17th. 18th tonight. Going to be Travis Twitty. 19th is going to be David Sheets. And 20th is going to be David Brackett. 21st is going to be Bentley McFarland. 22nd is going to be Carlton Charles. Jeremy Vaughn's going to be 23rd. 24th is going to be Josh Clemens. 25th is going to be Christopher McCullough. Luke Lyon's going to finish 26th tonight. Eric Parks 27th. Drew Prohl's going to finish 28th. Brian Terry's going to finish 29th. And Casey Ryback's going to finish 30th. Thomas Hall 31st. Stephen Page 32nd. 33rd is going to be Michael Robinson. Chuck Blake's going to be 34th. Cody Anderson 35th. 36th tonight's going to be Justin Winters. Ronnie Shirk's going to finish 37th. 38th is going to be Jim Kaufman. Michael Cole 39th. Joe Zallo 40th. And Derek Rowdy Puckett's going to finish 41st tonight. And what a great finish to this race. And I believe we're going to pull up some friends tonight. Let's see if maybe we can get some of our top 3 finishers. Hey, Sean Kaiser, you got a copy?
I got you.
Well, it was a awesome race. A lot of battling going on. We saw you make your way through the field. Up 7 positions from where you started tonight in that 10th position, and be able to make your way up to the front, and even have a shot for the win there. Tell us about your race tonight.
Well, it was definitely, I mean, I knew I was decently fast, but it was definitely up and down because I made my way to the front and a little bit of strategy and trying to stretch it on the stage. So I got second on stage, but ran out of fuel before we could get it back around to the pace car. So I had to go down and close pits. And on the final stage, I actually started all the way in the last car on the track, pretty much, I believe, and just drove through the field. And the car, definitely second half of the race, the car just felt great. And I really think I was the fastest car at the end of that race, but it's just so hard to pass. And I got a run on him and I got low, but once you get low and if you can't complete that pass through the corner, you lose so much momentum. And that's how 51 got around me. But second in the stage and third place. Can't complain about it. Definitely. I think I've crashed out of the first 3 races, so definitely a good turnaround.
Yeah, it's definitely a good way to get your season back in shape, and it's a good time now. Fourth race of the season. So, yeah, no. Other than that, you looked really fast tonight, and this is definitely a good start. And you got Michigan next week. Another drafty kind of track for these trucks. What do you got to do to win next week at Michigan?
Pretty much more the same. I mean, I like Michigan a little bit more because it's not topside dependent. I mean, this can kind of like get a little. Like I said, it's so hard to pass. Michigan, I feel like it opens up a little bit more, but just more of the same. Just be consistent and save your tires. The big thing, saving your tires, especially here. Just the fall off was unreal.
All right, Sean. Congratulations again, and I will say that I'm going through a hailstorm right now, so sorry to kind of cut off the questions a little bit, but go ahead and thank your teammates, sponsors, friends, family, anyone else that you would like to thank tonight.
Yeah, like the JC Motorsports, we still got a good team. We're still gelling together, working together. We had a great night. I think 3 of us were in the top 5. I think JC Graphics, Cofield Service and Supply, Wax Marina, and just you for doing the broadcasting, Jason for putting this on, and that's about it. But good night.
All right, congratulations, Sean, on your podium finish tonight. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Yeah, with Sean Kaiser. We're going to pull up our second place finisher, Peyton Hubbard. Peyton Hubbard, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, had a great night. You started a little bit further back, but made your presence felt late in this race as we saw you all the second half of the race. You were making your way through everyone, and you were even had a chance there for the win. We saw you really battling with Wes Wiggin for a little bit. Then with Kenneth there at the end, tell us about your race, man.
Yeah, Kansas isn't really good to me most of the time. I know last season I struggled pretty bad here with tire wear and couldn't move past I think like 14th or 13th, but felt like it was going to start that way too. I started in 20th, and then yeah, the second half of the race just kind of like everything just went really good. Like the tires felt good. I know the outside was really fast if you had a couple of people with you. Bummed to get second again. I really wanted that one. I felt like I had a chance. Maybe with a couple more laps, I could have made a move. But just take this momentum and keep going. We'll get one of these here soon.
All right, Peyton. Again, what do you got? What are you looking forward to now? Finishing, up front again, as we like. We see you all the time finishing up front. And you got Michigan next week, and then you go to Bristol Dirt, and then a road course. So what do you got to do to, maintain this momentum for the next few races that we have?
Just try to be consistent these next 2. I know that once the road courses and the short track start, I'm going to really be able to, I think, push towards, maybe getting a lot of wins in there. So trying to do the same thing I did last season, get that regular season championship, start there, and it's just be consistent. I think it's just points, as many as you can get. Stage points, finishing top 5, all that stuff. It really counts, all those bonus points. So just get through these next couple races, and then we'll start moving.
All right. Congratulations on your podium finish tonight. Go and thank your teammates, family, friends, sponsors, and anyone else you'd like.
Yeah. Simrap Market. They hopped on board with us this season. All the guys at NLR. CFM, all those guys. Thanks to all of them.
All right, as Peyton Hubbard, our second place finisher tonight. And we're going to go grab our winner of tonight's race. Kenneth McCullough, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Kenneth, what a drive tonight. Looked very strong early on. Was a little bit further back, and when I say further back, like 6th or 5th place at one point. And then you found your way back up to the front and won this race. Tell us about your race, Kenneth.
Believe me, that 6th or 5th had me worried there. I wanted to keep that clean air as much as possible out front. I knew that was going to be real important. I didn't think them guys would make it on fuel. I was surprised, and I was like, oh no, I just gave this one away.
Yeah, and you had the speed all night, and I think that's one thing that we saw a lot of people do is that tires would drop off at the end of these runs, and you were definitely one of the trucks that was able to, maintain those tires and keep them, rolling through the corners no matter what, and looked good out on track. And so what did you have to do to save tires tonight? Was there any strategy that you had that was a little bit different? Because we obviously know that the fuel strategy was all over the place. So what did you do to maintain tires throughout the race?
We done a little bit of practicing in the session there, and we realized that the lead car in the clean air was not using as much tires as the 3 or 4 guys following. So I figured if I could stay out front and keep them in dirty air, then they would burn theirs up quicker than me, and it worked out. The longer run, I was definitely a lot stronger.
That's awesome. And, now you're locked in to the playoffs. You got a lot of hard tracks coming up, after Michigan. And so now it takes a lot of stress off your shoulders. What does this do for the rest of your at least regular season?
Oh man, I was yelling like there wasn't no tomorrow over there in the team channel. I can promise you. It's awesome to get locked in and not have to stress out on these other races that are coming up. Now I can just try to get stage points and go from there.
All right, Kenneth, congratulations. And go and thank those mighty fine teammates, sponsors, family, friends, anyone else you'd like to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank all the family for tuning in. They try to tune in to every one of them. We got a pretty good following. Got to thank McCullough Motorsports. Teammates are awesome. And thank Bluegrass for putting this thing on. And thank you for doing the broadcast.
Thank you very much, Kenneth, and congratulations on your win tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy. Yes, sir.
All right. Through the ups and downs tonight, broadcast-wise, we will have another broadcast tomorrow, and it will be 100 times better because there's going to be no hail involved. And we'll be back here at Kansas for the Bluegrass Iracing Xfinity Series. Xfinity cars will take on Kansas Speedway, and the Cup cars will take on this track Wednesday night. Make sure you tune in for that race as well. Other than that, we'd like to thank a few sponsors of ours. Red Rocket, Building and Barbecue, Butt Kicker, and Bluegrass Power Washer. All right. Again, thank you for tuning in, everyone. Please make sure that you give us a big thumbs up. We are very thankful for everyone that comes in and views it. And, make sure you tune in tomorrow night for the Xfinity Series. This Truck Series and Xfinity Series and the Cup Series this year have all been so amazing. Great finishes in all of them so far. And we hope to see you all next week.